Hello, friends. Welcome back to the 16th edition of What the Facts? The most frequently asked questions about nutrition. Well, I'm going to deviate from the usual and not talk about food today. I'm going to discuss breathing. I also posted an article on my website, fearlessmd21.com, about breathing and how to breathe in times of stress or start your day or end your day or any time of the day. Breathing is fundamental, and we have something called the autonomic nervous system that makes it so we don't have to focus on breathing from minute to minute or second to seconds. But we tend to, when we utilize that, and we don't have to think about it. It just happens, fortunately. But when we utilize that, there's something called tidal volume that naturally our lungs are used to coordinating with the muscles of respiration. And this tidal volume is just a certain volume that we all have set for us to breathe. And usually we feel comfortable with that volume. But it's not using a large part of our lung. And so when we take a sigh or when we do deliberate breathing, we have the opportunity to use more of our lung and oxygenate more of our blood. Now, when we do this in cycles, repetitive cycles, it tends to have, in a biofeedback mechanism, a way of decreasing our heart rate and blood pressure, which is nice. It has a calming effect. And so there are many breathing exercises out there that are promoted, but fundamental to all of them is the fact that when we breathe in, our heart rate tends to go up, and when we breathe out, our heart rate tends to go down. So in most of the breathing exercises, you're breathing out over a period of time that is longer than when you're breathing in. Now, I am particularly fond of a breathing exercise called 4-7-8 breathing. And I first saw this demonstrated by Dr. Andrew Weil, Weil, on YouTube. You can Google 4-7-8 and Dr. Weil and get the full detailed account of 4-7-8 breathing. But concisely, it goes like this. You breathe in over 4 seconds, preferably through your nose. And then once you breathe in, you hold it for 7 seconds, counting silently in your head, 1/1000 to 7. And then you exhale, pursing your lips so that you can regulate that breathing out. So that it's 8 seconds long. So that's longer than the seconds that you breathe in, and longer than how long you held your breath. So it's 4 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. 4 seconds in, 7 seconds breath hold, 8 seconds out. Now, if you have a heart condition, heart failure, heart rhythm disturbances on some cardiac meds, or some chronic lung problems, difficult to breathe at times, this may not be a good exercise for you. If you're really motivated, though, through this video, talk with your healthcare provider, your cardiologist about it first. Otherwise, it's a pretty harmless way of controlling your breath and lowering your heart rate. It's 4-7-8. So I'm going to demonstrate it once for you. I'm going to breathe in through my nose for 4 seconds. Now, I usually start my day with the 4-7-8 breathing, usually a cycle of 5 of them, sometimes 10. And then I go right into meditation for about 15 minutes, 20 on weekends. And then I proceed right to prayer. And then sometime during the course of the day, especially during my work week, I'll call on that exercise again once or twice or 3 times. It just has such a nice calming effect. Between that and getting to take a walk out on a nice day for a break at work, I usually have 8 to 10 hour days, closer to 10, sometimes longer. And it's nice to just get a little sunlight, take a little break, let your vision kind of get a panoramic vision of things. All that is supposed to be healthy. But breathing, again, is fundamental. And when we're under a lot of pressure, we tend to breathe a little shallow, and we don't utilize a lot of what's called extra space some say dead space in the lungs. And so by taking not only size from time to time that our body tells us to take, we don't have to think about it, but just taking a few minutes out to do deep breathing exercises can mean a lot for how you approach the rest of the day. And like I said, it can reduce your heart rate, it can reduce your blood pressure, and it just works well in the process of a holistic approach to health. So that's all I have to say about the breathing. If you want more details, as I said, I posted an article about this topic this week, today, on my website, www.fearlessmd21.com. Now, I do like to start to end these videos with a tip or quote. And so the tip of the week is, since this is vacation time, if you haven't gone on vacation already or you're not on vacation, make sure you plan ahead and have your snacks. Take some healthy snacks with you, some unroasted raw nuts and, some seeds. Make sure you're not allergic to the nuts and seeds, unsalted preferably. You have your snack there. So if you really get the munchies and feel like you have to have something, you won't, end up poisoning yourself with some high sugary processed food. If you have a hotel room with a kitchen, you can take some food with you, a stove or a microwave. There's ways you can still stay healthy and not spend a whole bunch of money on unhealthy food. Another tip is download that Happy Cow app. Yes, Happy Cow, C-O-W, app. If you have a smartphone, download that app, and whether you are anywhere in this country or outside of this country and many other places abroad, they have this app has a way of finding, using GPS, where the nearby vegan or vegetarian friendly restaurants are. So you're not hung out to dry, and you can have some place that has some options for you. Now, the other thing is, if you're in a place where you're going to be going out with family to restaurants where there aren't that many options, have an apple or a banana or something that you bought from the market or you brought with you. Have a snack, a healthy snack, before you go eat, so you're not starving and the temptation becomes too great for you to eat some smothered chicken or something like that that's really unhealthy. So think about those things. The key is to plan ahead. Know where the restaurants and the markets are going to be. Maybe if you know somebody in the area, or that someone that has been in that vacation area before, talk to them, get some tips, just so you've planned out and you don't just totally go AWOL with your health and nutrition on vacation. You want to come back feeling good about your vacation. So those are the tips. This was a short one. Hope you have a good week. Can't wait till next time. Now, I'm actually probably going to skip next week. I'm going to be on vacation myself. I'm already planning my healthy strategies. So I may skip next week, but I'll be back after that with another video. Remember, hit me up on press the link to my Fearless MD21 account. I usually provide it along in the information sections of these videos. www.fearlessmd21.com. I also have an Instagram account attached to that, and I also I participate in Clubhouse on Sundays at 11 a.m. Central Time in a room that discusses vegan beginnings, a room that is transitioning for people that want to transition to veganism. I'll have that in the information section too, as well as on Mondays at 5 p.m. Central Time in Authentically Plant-Based, a room where we share dishes every week. It's usually the dish I post on my website in the Instagram section. And so if you have a chance, check me out in those Clubhouse rooms. You'll need the Clubhouse app for that. All right, take care. That's it. Bye.